Okay, this is just a quick little video, and one thing I've learned is that necessity, they always say that necessity is the mother of invention. And what has happened since we've got this new stove here is that when we say come into the kitchen and we've got a bunch of stuff in our arms, a bag full of groceries or whatever, we tend to throw the bags up here on the counter, okay? And since this is a flat stove, a flat top stove, this becomes also an area to lay packages on. Because it's convenient, and so now we have a longer counter all the way down. But what happens is say you have a couple of grocery bags, the plastic kind or whatever, any kind or anything, sitting here on the stove, and as you're working in this area, as you're reaching across or grabbing something from over here or over there, you have a tendency to lean on the burner adjusters. These are the temperature controls, and they're very easy. They're push and turn, but they're just not, I guess they're almost too easy to push and turn, because right now they're locked. Okay, you can't move them when they're in this position, but when you push and turn, that's when it becomes a problem. I mean, if you're here cooking, no issues, you push, turn, set the temperature, and walk away. But if you are doing something and you lean on the knob and you walk away and you don't hear the little tone, it'll tend to turn itself on, and in some cases in this direction, that's high right there. Okay, so I can already feel the heat from the stove while I'm playing with it. So again, being that necessity is the mother of invention, what I did is I designed this, and I designed two of these because there's 4 controls. And what this is it's a 3D printed PLA. It's designed in this particular shape, and what's I think is great is that if you have a 3D printer that will print, that that whatever you come up with to print in whatever filament, that the printer is designed and set up appropriately to produce whatever it is you come up with. So this is what I came up with. I used calipers, and I used Windows 10 3D Builder, and came up with this design. So it's already been used. I've already had it on the stove and all that, so it's not stuck to the print surface at all, but this would be the print surface that it would be developed on. So I added a magnet right there. Alright, that's what you see. So there's a hole that was printed in there and a cover. Okay, so this is a little cover for that hole, and it was printed in this design. So the way that this works, again, we have 2 of them, is it would be brought over here, and when you're cooking, you just remove it, set it aside, do what you got to do, and then when you're done and everything's all cleaned up, you set that in place, and the magnet right here will hold it onto the metal part of the stove. So that way this knob can't be pushed on, leaned on, turned, or anything, because you have the protection now of this cover. There's one also over here. So if you look at it, it looks like it came with it. It looks like it was designed that way. We decided to go with the black because it would match the black of the front control panel plus the burners up at the top here. So anyway, this is a 3D printed solution to those knobs being out there in the open like that. And again, this just sits on there, no issue. It fits perfectly, and it was designed again in 3D Builder, using calipers, and took a couple of photos of what I needed, and this is what it produced. So thank you for watching, and happy designing and happy printing. Knowing that your printer is designed well enough to be able to design something and know that it will print is golden. There you go. And my printers are ENDER 3, the ENDER 3 and ENDER 3 Pros. I have a CR10S as well. So this is another print to add to my huge growing collection of items. Alright, so there you go, and then you can turn and do whatever you got to do. You get things cleaned up. You take this here, and it literally fits tight. I mean, the magnet here holds it there, and it fits firmly around the perimeter there, and the magnet holds it on, and you can't beat that. Alright, happy printing.